Hello, I'm Pat Patton, Chief of the Kenosha Police Department. We live in a time when police action is on video. The public wants to see it immediately. Frankly, so do we. But we know from experience that the video, along with witness and police statements, first must be reviewed and analyzed to help reconstruct the facts of an incident.
He's got a marijuana.
That's legal here.
It's an assault marijuana.
Resisting arrest.
Hello my freedom-loving family. This is another video from space. Remember, if you don't stand up for your rights, you don't have any rights at all.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Warning. Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Body camera video showing a couple's wrongful arrest inside a Kenosha restaurant. Now, the footage released 4 months after the July incident that made national headlines. Police
War with the whole world? It's not going to bring anybody back. No, I'm at war with this broken thing.
were in search of suspects in a hit-and-run crash that ended up taking down and handcuffing a man and woman who had nothing to do with it.
Well, if I had 9 of LA's finest holding taser guns and wielding billy clubs behind me, I'd fight you right now.
As a result, 2 officers were suspended.
Kenosha have been advocating for transparency in this case since the summer. 4 months later, we're getting new video of what happened in that Kenosha Applebee's, and those same community advocates say the results are disappointing.
It was just, to me, shameful.
That was Tanya McLean's reaction.
Check out the big brain on Brad. You're a smart motherfucker, that's right.
To seeing the edited body camera footage released from a July incident at a Kenosha Applebee's. Kenosha officers were looking for hit-and-run suspects in the restaurant when they began interrogating a couple eating dinner. Footage shows a Pleasant Prairie police officer telling Kenosha police the couple likely wasn't involved in the hit-and-run, but officers continued to question them anyways. That's when McLean says the officers began profiling the couple.
I saw a black man that was afraid.
Beating up a cat. Would you like that, Spike? Huh? Would you like that, huh, Spike?
Cat? You know where is it, a cat?
He looked genuinely scared and concerned.
Police footage shows officers taking the man at the table to the ground with his child in his hands before the body camera goes to black. But now watch the witness video, which shows in those moments officers punching the man.
The defense's claim that she wasn't lawfully performing her duties prior to the attack.
A jury has found Ari Young not guilty of both attempted murder and assault with a firearm on a peace officer.
Because people are getting fed up with it, and you are putting yourselves in extreme danger when you unlawfully attack people. As people are starting to get so fed up with it, more and more and more people are going to start defending themselves against you, and they are going to be acquitted.
Officers' video later captured them pepper spraying the woman in the restaurant.
They clearly exhibited very poor judgment, and I don't feel that it's judgment that warrants them carrying a weapon and wearing that uniform.
Well, crush your enemies! Grind their bones into dirt! Make them regret they were ever born!
Oh, sick! While this was happening, other officers were arresting people in the Applebee's bathroom who were the actual hit-and-run suspects they were looking for. An internal investigation found that the 2 officers involved in the couple's arrest violated Kenosha PD policy by being aggressive and not providing medical attention to
Mike, a real piece of shit. Not like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit ate a piece of shit and took a pee and shit, you're that piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit. Not like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit fucked a piece of shit and got an STD, you're that piece of shit.
I think they should be charged, and I think they should be fired. We just feel that it signals back to the black and brown community that you can assault us, you can do negative things to us, you can victimize us, and there are no consequences. Or if there are any consequences, they're very minute.
We appreciate the community's patience while we have been conducting multiple reviews of what occurred. I personally called for a review by an outside agency in the interest of complete transparency, along with our own thorough internal affairs review. All officers did not randomly profile the subject as alleged. Police were called to the restaurant by the manager. Once they arrived, they received conflicting information from all parties, as you will see and hear. There was an African-American male and an African-American female carrying a baby.
Heil Hitler. My name is Colonel Hans Müller of the SAS. As you know, we were combing the area for Jews, but it has come to our attention that 2 Negroes have escaped and are hiding out in this area as well. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this now, would you?
No. No Negroes here.
No
One
clothing?
was wearing red, but I don't remember which one. I think it was the woman.
Yeah,
because we came up on it like 2 seconds after it happened.
Okay.
And they were like...
One was wearing red. Male or female? You don't remember?
Female.
Okay. 782, the female was wearing red.
Hi, I work at Applebee's, and the cops just came here and asked if there was a man, woman, and a baby that recently got hit.
Yeah.
There was a table that was sitting that looked very nervous, and as soon as the cops left, all of a sudden they want their food to go and they're checked immediately.
So they're in Applebee's?
I don't know if they want to come back and look at this table before they leave.
Okay.
Because it is a woman, a man, and a baby.
Yep.
Those were the caller's words. Kenosha police went to Applebee's and located both a man and a woman matching the description. The two were later identified as Jameel English Jr. and Shayna Boyd from Zion, Illinois. Officers reasonably believed both individuals could have been involved in the crash. Officers approached them and began to ask them questions to see if they were involved in the hit-and-run crash. After being asked what car they arrived in, the couple argued that they did not need to answer any questions and refused to tell the officers.
There was an accident out there and somebody said that they saw you guys run in with the baby. That's what we're seeing.
Come on. I'm not responsible for your assumption.
Over with. They said somebody had red on, carrying a baby. So, yeah, and there's somebody else who's in here with red on, too.
But they're not here right now.
Okay, then, so go find them.
So then where's your car that you came in?
Where's what you can do till you can check.
Where's the car that you came in?
You can see in the video that the car that the couple came in is clearly visible in the parking lot through the picture window behind them. They needed to only point to it and tell the officers that that was their vehicle.
Now, instead of owning it, there is another option for police officers and government workers, and it's thinking that just because you work for the government, you're invincible. You don't have to admit you're wrong, you don't have to take responsibility, and ultimately somebody will lie for you.
That could have ended this officer's investigation. This is when Mr. English, while holding a small child, began walking towards the exit. In response, one officer informed Mr. English that he was being detained and that he was not free to go until their investigation was concluded.
You're not free to go right now. You are detained right now until we can figure it out.
Because I'm going to take my son to the bathroom.
Chill. Hey, don't touch me. Relax.
You got a baby with you, really.
Tell us what car you came in and you're going to be done.
Stop. Back up. Stop. You're not free to excuse me.
Mr. English.
You're not free to excuse me.
Mr. English.
Probably the one most defining factor in the makeup of a psychopath is the complete absence of empathy. Hitler felt no empathy for the millions dying around him, as quite simply, he was a psychopath with zero capacity for empathy or any thought or feelings for another person's suffering.
However, insisted that he was free to go and proceeded to try to push past officers with the baby in his arms.
What car are you in?
Excuse me. Stop touching me. You touching me.
You're not touching him. What car can you come in and we will be done?
Like, we don't gotta answer no questions. I already told you how we've been here.
You're gonna stay with my
No, I'm not gonna stay with nobody.
You're gonna stay with my
No, I'm not gonna stay with nobody.
It is worth noting that the officers had reasonable belief that the two may have been involved in the crash. That is defined as reasonable suspicion, which is a legal standard that affords law enforcement officers the authority to detain people that would be reasonably suspected resulted in a struggle.
Stop! Get the fuck off me! You just let me in. Stop it! Put the baby down! Put the baby down! It's not her dad, baby!
In the video repeatedly, the couple engaged in violent, abusive, disorderly conduct which caused a significant disturbance. As Mr. English pulled away from the officers, he had to be taken to the ground to gain his compliance so the investigation could continue. It was occurring, Mrs. Boyd was also becoming increasingly violent with one of the other officers, and pepper spray was deployed.
I already told y'all we've been here.
You're gonna stay with my
No,
friend.
I'm not gonna stay with nobody.
Okay, then put your hands behind your back.
No, I'm not gonna stay with that. You aren't gonna be the same. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
It is wholly inaccurate to characterize this investigation by officers on July 20th as profiling.
The only dark I like is when I turn off the lights. The only hood I love is pointy and white tan. Trust you if I can't see your face at night. I think we all know we're talking about.
Wait, hey, stop that. That's racist.
Police officers base their investigation on information they gathered on scene from witnesses. I will tell you this. I expect every one of our officers to treat every person with whom we come into contact with courtesy, dignity, and respect.
So I was like, this must be joking, man. I don't know where he's going with this.
We ought to throw crooked cops in the slammer. Congratulations, TikTok star. Now the world knows how stupid you are. Lucky you're a family guy. Mad because I'm black.
Did you have to act so mean? Don't you know you're a human being?
You have chosen to be the enforcement mechanism for the law. You have sold your soul for a paycheck.